Hello.
Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday.
Yeah, we missed a week because life is crazy, but I miss this.
Me too. I'm excited. There's so much to talk about. Where should we begin, partner?
Well, first of all, I just want to say don't forget to subscribe and like and all the good stuff. Where shall we start? I've been obsessed with this song. I just want to start off with the song because I love this song so much. And it's Lizzo and Cardi B's new song, Rumors. I feel like this is what, what's her name?
Normani or Megan?
Oh yeah, Normani. I feel like when Normani and Cardi B had that song, this is kind of the reaction that they wanted. But I feel like the Lizzo and Cardi B song is just so good, and I love the video. But I don't know if you saw that, like Lizzo had kind of like a little breakdown from it because of all the comments that she was receiving from people, like commenting on how she looks, of course, and all that. And then Cardi B went to go and defend her. But yeah, Lizzo was talking about how like usually she's like a bad bitch and like she doesn't respond to all these haters, but then there's just, once in a while, like it gets to her.
Yes, I like the song as well. I first heard it when I was driving to San Francisco, so of course I heard it on the radio a couple times, and I heard about her breakdown on Instagram Live, and it's just so annoying because I feel like the media and just in general we go through this with Lizzo so often because people are just so fat phobic, they're anti-fat, and it's just like Lizzo is so talented, and I remember seeing one of her TikToks like of her workouts, and if you really think about it, she's more fit than the people who are quote quote smaller than her because she has to perform on stage in order to have that kind of stamina. Like you have to be really good with your cardio and then your lungs and your air intake. So it's not like she doesn't prepare or that she doesn't have the skill. Like she's a performer.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. I just love how confident she is. Like, I follow her on TikTok and just the things she posts. Like, she's like full on, like almost naked in her photos, and she like loves it and doesn't care. Like, she shows it off, and she's like, "This is my body. Like, take me for who I am," kind of thing. And she's just so body positive, and I love her. Even when people are like trying to knock her down.
Definitely. And speaking of body positivity, I've heard that there's a new term coming around where it's just called body neutral, where it's like, okay, this is my body and that is it. So instead of just like forcing yourself to be positive, which I feel like could take a toll on you, it's just like acknowledging and just appreciating your body for what it is now instead of feeling like, oh, I have to be super in love with myself. I just have to take care of myself. And correct me if I'm wrong. I think Lizzo is either plant based or she's vegan. So it's like it's not like she's just like being super nonchalant and lazy about her body. Like no, she actually takes care of her body. Like she works out, and you can't just assume that just because someone is doing this and this, they're gonna lose 100 pounds the next day or something. And it's like everyone's body is different, and just that kind of representation is so important. And I am just so tired of people talking about Lizzo and her body. Like, do you have anything new to say? Like, just like, it's such an old topic at this point.
Mhm. Yeah, she's been around. She's made some hits. Like, talk about her music. Talk about like how funny she is. She's so funny. Yeah, there's other stuff to talk about, but great song. I'm loving it.
Me too. Okay, now I'm gonna watch a video. One thing I've noticed about the media industry is that I remember way back then, music videos used to come out later, but now it's like when you have a new song coming, that very day, the music video defines so much. Like you have to have the music video prepared already, dropping at midnight or at this time, and you have to be like talking to the fans that day. Like there's so much prep and coordination that goes into a single. It's just so interesting. I think music marketing is really big right now.
Oh yeah, I definitely have noticed that too. Like before there was so much prep, there'd be like a countdown to a song or a video, but now it's just like they just throw it at you and you're like you just kind of have to catch up and like see the song or like listen to the song, see the video like right when it comes out.
There's no Lizzo slander here. Like none.
We love her.
So I wanted to throw in some old, kind of stale tea by this point. So Pete Davidson is no longer with the Bridgerton star Phoebe. They're no longer together, and I'm not shocked. I actually saw Kaya Gerber, who he dated as well, with her new boyfriend, and I'm just like, Pete, like, what is going on with you? Like, do you even care? Or is it your goal to have as many flings with as many beautiful celebrities? Like, I don't know.
He's dating, man. He's living. I really every time I think Pete Davidson, I think of Taylor Swift, and oh my god, he's only like 20. He's 27 years old. He's younger than me. So I mean, yeah, he's just dating around. But damn, like he gets so many pretty ladies. Like who is next? Who is next?
Yes, exactly. I every time he's dating someone, I'm always shocked as to who it is because I'm shocked they would date Pete.
Yeah, I agree. And also, they're always random. Like you're wondering how the heck did they meet? How the heck did he meet? Was it Kate Beckinsale?
Hmm?
How the hell did he meet Phoebe? Like, when did this? How did he meet Ariana? Was it like was she on SNL or something?
They did meet on SNL, but I don't think they connected. I think when they were finally going to be an item, it was through Scooter.
Oh, okay. You realize just how connected everyone is. Like, if he's able to talk to all these different women who like, it's not like they run in the same comedy circle. You know, they're so out of his industry that I'm like you can connect to anyone as a celebrity, A-list celebrity. Is he considered? He's considered A-list, right? Like we know him.
He shouldn't be A-list. I don't think he's A-list, but I think he's just so famous at this point. He's like, I think in terms of talent and notability, he's not A-list because he's not that established yet.
True.
But in terms of everyone knowing him much more, I think he definitely is climbing up the ranks.
He's popular.
Speaking up of a couple breaking up, we just got some insider report that perhaps another couple are back together. Saweetie and Quavo have been reportedly, allegedly, quietly spending time together. What are your thoughts?
Well, wait, didn't they have some drama?
Yes, they broke up 5 months ago and they were tweeting at each other. And she basically said he cheated.
There's a spark in you when it comes to this. How do you feel?
I feel like I like Saweetie and I love that she has like a foundation coming up where she's gonna go play scholarships and stuff. I just I don't know. I am like you first of all, you kind of like publicly kind of embarrassed him, kind of like made it seem like, he was like really bad. But then I feel like at the same time we are human. Maybe they have a really strong connection and she was able to forgive him. God, there's like this other couple that comes to mind, not Beyonce and Jay-Z, where
I was
like
thinking,
one the woman got cheated on, but she forgave him and took him back. Like, what celebrity was it?
well, don't you think Cardi B and Offset?
No, not them. It was like a different couple because they're so on and off. But
But I
uh,
mean, I feel like Offset made like or Cardi B embarrassed him when he was like, well, he embarrassed himself by like coming out like wasn't it when she was on stage or something, and then like he professed his love to her, and she was like, what the hell?
mhm,
I mean, when you were talking about that, I'm like that reminded me of Cardi and Offset and that crazy relationship.
yeah. See, to me, Saweetie is so smart, and I feel like she knows how to market herself. So I feel like for her brand, it's not very icy girl of her to get back with an ex who cheated on you and made you just look like Boo Boo the Fool. Like, um, I don't know. I'm okay. The human side of me is like, okay, I get it. You love him. You want to spend time with him, but also like, come on, you are bigger than this. Like, you can definitely be the bigger person.
I mean, we don't know the behind the scenes. Like, was it like she explicitly said like he's cheating?
So the tweet, I'm gonna butcher this. It was like, it started off, I'm single. For too long, I've held it together, blah, 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 playing this part. When your intimacy, it's not genuine if it's shared with others, blah, blah, blah. And then he responded in a tweet, not directly at her, just tweeted saying, like, you're not the woman I thought you were. And then she replied to him. That was the end of it. She said, take care. But she said the intimacy is shared with other women. So that's infidelity. Oh, yes. Her second part of the tweet was gifts and presents, like, or like only like a band-aid. Because you know how she got a lot of Birkins. And one time in an interview, she said that she woke up to like a lot of money in her account where she could purchase like multiple real estate purchases.
I mean, I'm just hoping they're not going to be like on and off. Like, okay, first strike, yeah, she'll forgive you. But if he does this again, like, and she takes it back again, then she's going to look like idiota.
See, strongly can relate. Okay, so what's your next topic?
Okay, I want to talk about how, you know me, I just like keep up with the influencer life. But people are upset because influencers are invited to the Met Gala. Those previously, Liza Koshy was there, James Charles was there, and they got a lot of hate for that. They got a lot of hate for their outfits and the way they, James Charles specifically, the way he acted afterwards. Like people were saying, he was saying like, oh, influencers are finally like getting noticed or something like that, and he got backlash for that. There are new influencers confirmed: Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio, Addison Rae, which all three are TikTok stars, and YouTube influencer Emma Chamberlain. And yeah, and I saw someone, I mean, I don't know if these are real, but someone like posted the seating chart, and like one of these influencers is going to be sitting next to Beyonce, and they were like, what the F is this influencer going to talk about with Beyonce? And like, it was just like A-list celebrities in the same tables with influencers. What are your thoughts?
I'm rolling my eyes, you guys. You can't see it, but I'm just shaking my head, rolling my eyes. Listen, I remember what James Charles said. He said, influencer representation.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Are you a minority? Are you oppressed? Are you a person of color? Like, what do you need representation for, James Charles? First of all, predator alert.
yes.
Second of all, I did like Liza at the Met Gala. I feel like she was a great interviewer. Her outfit was camp. She looked like a Pop Tart. And yes, she was kissing ass to everyone, but she was us. She was a fangirl. How would you feel if you had Harry Styles, Nicki Minaj, Kylie, and Travis, like everyone like coming up to you, and you get to talk to every single one? Like, are you gonna diss them and disrespect them? Like, no, you're not. Like,
I loved Liza Koshy there because she was an interviewer. It's not like she was walking the carpet as like a celebrity. She was an interviewer, and I love Liza Koshy. But Charles, bleh.
yes. And I'm so glad you brought this up because yesterday my best friend and I were talking about it, and she said supposedly, allegedly, maybe that Jeffree Star was on the list of influencers to be invited. And I was like, heck no. I feel like that's such a dangerous move. It's so controversial. Like, there's a reason why Jeffree Star is his cosmetics are not being sold in Sephora and Ulta because it's such a bad move. I was like, are you serious? Is Vogue going down the drain? I think so. I think so.
Yeah, honestly, like them inviting these influencers. I mean, this is supposed to be an elite event where like you're like, oh my god, the Met Gala, like who's gonna be there, and how are they gonna look? And I don't know, these TikTok stars, especially to me, I'm just like rolling my eyes, and I'm just thinking too, like I remember there was drama before that at the Met Gala, like people aren't supposed to use their phones, like you're not supposed to take any photos from inside. And I remember photos were came out, and like there was a lot of controversy towards that. So I'm thinking like these influencers, like part of their like popularity is showing off their life, and going to an elite event like this, like aren't they going to like post photos and videos? And I don't know, it kind of, yeah, it makes the event look a little cheap.
I agree. I feel like it makes Vogue seem less reputable. It makes Vogue seem less prestigious. So I'm just like it's gonna blow up the egos of these influencers. And it's like where are your talents? Like Addison Rae, like, are you like a big time movie star? Like, are you Lady Gaga who can sing, act, and dance? Like, I I'm so upset, and I just know that it's gonna strike up so much controversy whenever it begins. For is it this? It's already passed this year, right? I thought Met Gala is usually in May. Where Met Gala was usually it's before fall, and like, listen, next month is fall. But anyways, I feel like Vogue is trying to cater to the young generation. But here's the thing, like, I don't know if their sales are weakening, if business is not going well, but this is not good for them. This is not good for them. You want to be taken seriously, like, don't invite James Charles.
Especially, oh my god, and if oh god, what's his name? Jeffree Star. Like, why are you bringing such controversial people? And especially Jeffree Star, who had like that rumor about him and Kanye. Like, I just no, like keep this. The Met Gala is supposed to be like, isn't it a fundraiser?
Mm-hmm.
It's not supposed to be about drama. It's just supposed to um, show style and all that. Anyways, so I looked it up. The Met Gala is actually September 13th this year.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
So
like a Monday.
yeah, that's coming up real soon.
And I just remembered my best friend said supposedly, allegedly, Nikita Dragon.
No. we no.
I would accept Saweetie before Nikita Dragon. Like Nikita is like, what? Like, what do you do? But okay, like Saweetie, at least she's an artist. Like, she's not like A-list celebrity, but she's getting up there. I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah, this is they're they're just controversial people and people I mean I hate to be like people with no talent, but it's just you're not a celebrity. You're an influencer.
Mm-hmm.
Like if that's the case then like more people should be on that list because there's so many damn influencers.
Mm-hmm.
But I digress.
Opinions have been spoken. So we have a news section where we just talk about things that happened exactly a year ago or something that happened this month, but maybe 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So I can't believe it's been a year, but okay, I'm gonna start with. Should I start with the good or the bad?
Let's start with the bad.
Okay, let's start with the bad. So last August, Chadwick Boseman passed away due to colon cancer. So, did you watch Black Panther?
Yes, I did. Love that movie, and I mean that was a big movie, and it definitely changed the industry, film industry. It showed that people needed that black representation, and I mean it gained so much more money than was expected, and it just showed that people want more films like that where they can see themselves in. And as a hero too, a black man is a hero.
I agree. You took all my words away. I really liked that movie. I didn't see it in the very like beginning of all the hype and stuff. I waited until a little bit later and I was like, wow, this is such a good movie, like such good acting, and I love the humor in it a little bit too. And Chadwick, he passed away privately with his family due to colon cancer. He actually had colon cancer while he was filming Black Panther.
Mhm.
That's just absolutely insane to me. And I feel like that just speaks of his work ethic and his dedication to his craft. And it's definitely something super admirable. And I remember for the Met Gala when the theme was like Holy Trinity and religions and stuff, I remember his outfit because it kind of reminded a lot of people of like this game called Maple Stories. And he looked like a priest. And it's just like he just seemed like such a nice person, such a good person, and it is such a loss. It's the most one of the tragic losses ever for like the movie industry, for Marvel, for the Black Panther series, for the Black community.
Yeah, and I remember when this news came out too, people were just so shocked by it because it just came out of the blue, like it's not like he was out and about, and it's probably because he was dealing with cancer. And I remember people were saying that previously pictures came out of him like looking really skinny and disheveled, and then people were like, oh, like he's probably on drugs or something, like assuming the worst of his character. And then after he passed, that's when people were like, oh shoot, like you need to know what people are going through before you assume like the worst out of them. Just because he was a high profile celebrity, it doesn't mean like he was on drugs and like turned to the bad side of Hollywood, you know? Like he was dealing with a real disease and he did it privately, you know? He didn't want to let the public know. It was just something that he wanted to keep between him and his family. And yeah, I mean, this news was so tragic. I remember where I was too. Like I was getting beers at a liquor store with my boyfriend, and then I I was on my phone and I was like, whoa. I'm like, is this real? And then we just like stopped and we were just so like saddened by the news. Right now, Marvel has a series called What If, and I believe that was the last thing he worked on um before he passed away, and it's a cartoon, it's animated, so it was just his voice. And yeah, at the end it's a dedicated to Chadwick Boseman. So yeah, that was very upsetting from last year.
I feel like usually when I hear about celebrities passing away, a lot of times I don't feel affected by it, but when I learned he passed away, I was just like, "Oh my God, I cannot believe like it it's such a loss, but because he was so talented, he was so kind, like he was such a good figure and like role model, representation, and it's just like seriously, like yeah, life is not fair. Like so sad.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, we're gonna switch gears.
So we're gonna lighten up the mood a little bit. So what happened last year, last August? God, what is my segue? It involves someone named August. Do you know what I'm talking
uh,
about?
wait,
An entanglement with Jada Pinkett Smith.
I didn't know the guy's name was August.
His name is August. August Alsina. He's like an artist. He sings. I really like his voice, his tone too. He's a little bit like higher pitched, but it's very beautiful, his voice. And that moment when Jada goes to the red table talk for herself, and then Will is there, and entanglement is such a euphemism for cheating in a relationship. Even if they said they were separated at the time, like, okay, I don't believe that. But yeah, like August was not happy about that, and he actually has a song called Entanglement.
Oh my gosh, way to like just run with it. But I mean, I remember that like totally became a meme after that. Like everyone was just using the word entanglement, and yeah, that was funny. I mean, I remember this news was kind of crazy just because when you think, you know, that Jada and that Will, or what's the lyric? That Jada and that Will love or something like that. Well, whose song was that?
I don't know. I'm sure people have rapped about them. In the Red Table Talk, Will did not look happy. He looked like he was dying on the inside talking about this whole dynamic and situation.
Oh yeah, okay. So it was J. Cole in his song "No Role Models." He says that Jada and that Will love. Okay, but I know people were pointing out like Jada was just like, you know, happy, like telling her truth, and Will looked a little like, damn, like he knows this like is gonna affect his career. But yeah, Jada and Will, they had um I mean they were dating for so long. They were together for so long, and they definitely had that picture perfect. I personally didn't know of any like of an entanglement going on, and then you just thought like, oh my god, like they're a perfect couple, and they have their two kids, and then like later down the line you'll hear that Will Smith actually had another son from someone else, and then that was like the first sign of like, oh shoot, okay, we didn't know Will had another son. So, but then here they are like making it like a happy, I forgot the word is, just a happy family together with their two kids and Will's other son. What did you think about her explanation of them as a couple?
The way I perceived it, the way I remember it, is that like he needed like a mentor, and she was that mentor. And I think, whatever happened, happened. I'm just like, are you seriously Of course, I feel like she doesn't want to say, yes, I cheated on my husband. Like, she used an entanglement. And I think the fact that it became a meme kind of like took off the load of how serious it was. But it's so interesting that you mentioned that Will has a son because, like, there was a whole story as it, because that's with his first wife. And he met his first wife when he was trying to meet Jada. And he was trying to meet them on a set or something, but he ended up meeting his first wife first. And even though he wanted to meet Jada, like he ended up getting married to the first wife, and the first wife divorced him. And he's like, honestly, if she never divorced me, we wouldn't have been together because I would never divorce her. But the first wife initiated the divorce, and then he got with Jada. And then it's so funny. I just saw a clip, I think on YouTube or something or Instagram, that Will Smith used to be jealous of the love that Tupac had with Jada. I'm like, dang girl, this girl is interesting. Anyways, I almost forgot to mention this. We're going to go back to current headlines and current news because when you mentioned happy family, I was like, "Oh my god, you guys, guess whose family is growing?"
Oh my gosh! How did we forget about this?
We're saving the best for last.
How can we forget? We can't go an episode without talking about the Kardashian Jenner clan.
Yes. So the queen of our last episode, Kylie Jenner, we had spoke about this conspiracy theory that she may be pregnant because she was eating sushi with no fish. She was posting old photos with old nails, and now a lot of news outlets have confirmed or just reported that she is pregnant. It's so interesting because it's in a way like she mentioned that she felt pressured to have another baby because she said her friends are always asking like, are you going to have another baby, because they love Stormy so much they want another one. But also the person I was watching, Shannon Lester, mentioned a very good point that like the Kardashians stay with their baby daddies even if they're not good for them, even if they cheat on them, because they like to have children with the same father.
So I don't know if you saw this, but it was actually Caitlyn Jenner who accidentally spilled the beans. Like, okay, this is why I was like confused for a bit because I mean, obviously we already were speculating about Kylie, and then I saw that one news outlet said, "Oh, Caitlyn Jenner said that another baby is going to be added to her family." And when I clicked that link and I read the article, I was like, "Oh my god, here it is! It's going to be confirmed that Kylie is the next one is pregnant or whatever." But then it said that it said Caitlyn Jenner's son and his wife are having another baby. So blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, I thought this was gonna confirm that Kylie's pregnant. And then the next day, that's when it was confirmed that Kylie's pregnant. So people are speculating that it was Kris Jenner behind all this, that she was upset that Caitlyn Jenner spilled the news and she had to do it herself through the news outlets and kind of just to pretend that that video wasn't Caitlyn Jenner spilling the beans. And then yeah, now it's confirmed that Kylie is pregnant.
Yes, I saw the video of Caitlyn saying like, "Oh, there's another one in the oven." I think she said 17 or 19 grandchildren. I'm like, whoa. I mean, I'm happy for Kylie. I feel like her becoming a mom just like revolutionized her whole brand, and it just made her seem so much more like likable. And I remember like when she was younger, even when she was with Tyga, she's like, I want to have a lot of kids. Like I think because she's in such a big family, she wants to have a big family herself. And I mean, I just don't like with the trend that the Kardashians have, they have children by all of the same baby daddies. Like I don't see her like hooking up with someone else. And sometimes I question like, is she so insecure that she can't be with someone else other than Travis Scott? But supposedly she called him her best friend. So, and it does seem like Travis loves Stormy a lot and is like a very involved father.
Mm-hmm.
So it's crazy.
I
She's
want to say that.
A-list because listen, like all the news blowing up about her pregnancy, like she's A-list.
Yeah, for sure. And I want to say that Travis has like a lot of love for her. So like hopefully that this baby was born out of love rather than I should keep the same baby daddy. Still don't know if they're gonna end up together like Endgame, but I don't know. With once you have 2 children. I assume there's gonna be more. I mean, look at Kim and Kanye, and with Chloe. I'm like, yeah. When you mentioned that, like, they want to keep the same baby daddy, it just reminded me of like Chloe wanting to get artificially inseminated by Tristan's sperm. So yeah, that seems true.
I think Tristan and Chloe are secretly together, even if they supposedly said they broke up. I feel like they are just playing the media. But you know what? Congrats to Kylie. I hope she has a really good, healthy pregnancy because I know she kept Stormy a secret because of the stress with the media and stuff. So hopefully she has a really good, safe, healthy pregnancy this time, too.
I agree, and I wonder how many months she is.
I know. And did you see the names? There was like sunny, windy, rainy, monsoony.
Stormy. Wait, let's put our like guesses right now on when do we think baby number 2 is gonna be born.
Okay, let's see. If
Um,
she, let's say she's like 12 weeks, 3 weeks pregnant. I kind of want to say her baby's gonna be born in the spring, early summer.
wait, so what month would you say?
I think March or April or May. May the latest.
Really? Okay, I'm gonna say February, March then is my guess. So
And
we'll
I
see.
feel like it's good. I feel like it might be a boy. I'm gonna say boy.
Oh, I'm gonna say boy too. I think that would just kind of complete that perfect picture. I don't know. Yeah, I could definitely see her having a boy next. And then, oh my god, they're gonna be the most stylish family. Like, I see it already.
Yeah, so congrats to Kylie and Travis Scott.
You can never go an episode without mentioning
I
someone.
know.
Thank you all for listening to Cup of Celebrity.
Yep, so that's that. That's the tea. See you next week, folks.
See ya.